Years ago, I made a video, well, a lot of the videos the past handful of years about making passive income as a photographer, and a lot of that included pick time. But I haven't spoken to videographers, filmmakers for making passive income because it doesn't really feel, or at least it didn't feel like you could for the longest time, and pick time started incorporating video so you could. So I want to detail all of it today. I think this is incredibly powerful for people who are commercial filmmakers, wedding filmmakers, and hybrid filmmakers and photographers. Hey, Eric from the future here. You see that fancy TV behind me? Well, I set it as a beautiful piece of art. In the middle of my talking head, it asked me to purchase that digital art, and that's why that's on the screen. So my talking head was really good and I didn't want to change it. So here's a little bit of transparency for you. Sorry about that, but I hope you enjoy the video. For years, I was hoping that this landscape existed because there were only a handful of other options that felt kind of clunky and didn't feel like the same kind of delivery that I was doing photographically. To have these beautiful galleries, different sections that you could go into, downloads, ordering prints, all these different things, slideshows, music, like all this stuff. And then video, I was just sending a link to download. And now having a beautiful interface or one where you can mix it in between is incredibly powerful for client experience and your ability to upsell yourself. Look at us tutorialing again. Woo! My goodness. It's not fair that filmmakers can't get passive income in the same way, right? It's not fair, Cyrus. It's not. He would know. He's a filmmaker. And he's broke. Need passive income. I mean, this whole idea opened up my world when I made that passive income video. It really kind of blew up this channel regarding print sales and YouTube ad revenue and all these different components. If you're not diversifying as a creative, you find yourself 10 years down the road of, oh, I have all my eggs in one basket. I don't have the ability to sell myself in any other way than selling myself for time. That sounded real bad. And before we get into it, thank you so much to Pick Time for sponsoring this video. This video is all about their platform. I rarely make a video like this, but I feel like it is such a good proposition to have something like this to sell yourself more as a filmmaker, as a creative, because only having one way to do it, in my opinion, is not enough. And let's be honest, creatives are always looking for ways to deliver their footage, their photographs in a way that's way different than Dropbox or Google Drive or WeTransfer. You know, sending a link that just has a horrible interface and frustrating download to the zip file and all that, like, you don't want that to be experience for your client on the other end. If your experience on your website and your emailing and how you actually showed up on the job as at a certain level, you don't want the last thing to leave them with be something that is really underwhelming. For years, I have filmed weddings. I've done commercial work, freelance videography work. And obviously there are places where you can view and download that work when you send it to clients. But I haven't really seen anything online that does it in a way that's as beautiful as this platform, but also gives you the versatility to do something with that video content and mix it in with photography if you're doing both. If you want to go this route and put featured videos within the gallery, I want to teach you how to do it through Pick Time if you end up going with this route. Let's go to the studio. I'll show you how it's all done. My home studio in less formal attire. Anyway. Once you have your Pick Time account all set up, your main screen will look like this, where you have different galleries. You're gonna go into the settings all the way at the bottom here, because you're gonna want to select prices for your videos if you're gonna sell any. So go to store pricing, and this is where you'll see a lot of the photo options, but down towards the bottom, you'll see slideshows and videos. You'll wanna click on that one to edit the pricing. Within there, you can put different prices, up to 6 different options that you'd like to put on individual videos. So for me, I'm setting them at 30, 250, 500, and 1,000. The reason I'm doing that is 30 for the 9x16s, 250 for a small add-on, a small edit, and 500 would be for like a speech edit, and 1,000 would be for a full ceremony edit. You can obviously set that however you would like and how you would want your margins to be there. So you have 6 options, more than enough. So once that is set, then you can go into the gallery and start uploading your videos. The gallery isn't made already. You can go up to the top left and start a new client gallery. This is the same. If you've already been using it for photo, same exact thing. And within that, you can do all the same things as a photo gallery. So you name it, you set the date, all those different settings. You can even do a cover photo like this. So you can take a screen grab from the film, from the video, from the work, and put it as that title screen to have that beautiful presentation as you see here. So it gives you a preview of what that will look like. To upload your videos, you'll go to the Photos and Media tab, and you'll have different options to add different scenes. Now, it's really important that you know the difference between clips and featured videos. If you are uploading, so I'll show an example here. I already have 2 things uploaded, but if I wanted to add another scene, let's say add-ons for new scene. The difference between photos and clips and featured videos is that clips, you can only do up to 30 seconds. So these are just like little snippets. Featured videos is up to 90 minutes for the full video or film, and featured videos is the only one that you can sell. So if you are just wanting to put free clips in the gallery, you'll upload via clips. And if you want to do something longer than 30 seconds and or an option to be paid for, you would do featured videos. To turn on download for anything within your gallery, you're going to want to go to gallery setup for the entire gallery. You'll scroll down past the photo downloads and you'll go to featured video downloads. Click into those settings and make sure that allow free featured video downloads to be selected. And then you have the option to do only the main clients can download, main clients and photographer, or everybody can download. So if you want anyone who has access to the gallery to be able to download it, you would select everybody can download. I typically do main clients and photographer because that gives the ability to sell to other people. Now, that's going to give you the option to download freely across everything. And then if you want to change things to paid, then you would go back into your uploads in the different scenes to start customizing what you want each thing to be price-wise. So for me, standard in any wedding film or commercial shoot, we have a deliverable, 1 to a dozen, and those are the things that you want to have available as a free download because they already paid for that service in the contract. Now, as I mentioned, everything is default to be able to download right now based on the gallery settings. But if you want to be more specific for this, say this wedding film, I could go in here and adjust these settings to be custom, and I can allow that free download for that specific video to just be for clients, for me and clients, or for everybody. Again, I'm gonna go myself and the client. And then I have an add-on here. We had Super 8 footage. They didn't pay for this. It's something that we brought. In this scenario, I just gifted it to this couple, but if I wanted them to pay for it, then I could go in here, and since I set that in my pricing already, I go to video settings, and I don't have featured video downloads selected. I have the custom downloads, and then I click into the sell featured video downloads section and set it as 250, and you can see all of my 4 options that I set in the gallery before. So that's at 250, and they're able to purchase that independently on their own. And this goes for anybody else in the gallery. So if it comes to a holiday or a time to gift something, a family member might want to purchase this for them. So now you have versatility. If this is just a video project, you could add more clips for free for them, as many as you'd like, or more featured videos that you'd like to sell. Customize it however you want. Now let's look at a gallery where there's photo and video, and you want to sprinkle in some clips within the photos. Now, this is a job where we did both photo and video, and we uploaded some 9x16s into the photo gallery. So different vignettes of things that happen photographically, we're sprinkling into those sections. So I have the lay flat of the invitations and details here for this wedding, and we put a video clip within there. Another example of this is when she's walking down the aisle, we included that clip as well. It's really powerful to be able to put these moments in within the photographs, and when they're in the gallery, they're moving as they scroll through. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these are clips that are less than 30 seconds, and they're just one-off clips. So they're available for download for free along with the photos. As I mentioned, we filmed this wedding as well, so we delivered a film in a different scene as well. That's a featured video, and we set the download for free, just like I showed you before. But if we wanted to do other add-ons that they could purchase, similar to the gallery you just saw previously, you could add more featured videos here to sell. Something that's unique here is that they're seeing a lot of clips in 9x16, so you could do a whole section in a scene here that's 9x16s, but they're edited to music and it's multiple clips past 30 seconds. So it's almost like the teaser clips are within the gallery for free that they can see, and then they come down to that section and see, whoa, these are like full-blown edits that I can purchase, and you set your price on that. All right, back to the living room. In the beginning stages of when I filmed weddings, I would try to upsell clients on the front end to get a speech edit or a ceremony edit. Now, those aren't the funnest things to edit. let's be honest. But now, honestly, with AI and having the ability to have different tools to edit those things faster, that could be something that you actually sell afterwards. So you get them on, a 4 to 6 minute montage film and say all raw footage. That's what I typically do when I book a wedding. Then you could edit speeches quickly or a ceremony with multiple angles and throw that in the gallery to view and be able to upsell them on the potential to purchase that. They can view it within the gallery, which will eventually expire. But if they want to see it long term and have a copy of it, they could pay a flat fee to have that for themselves. And it goes beyond just these two things that I've kind of classically always sold to clients on the video side. Social media exists on a much higher level now. You could make vertical edits and put them in the gallery for download, even just to give away for free for client experience. But you could also sell them, maybe just a la carte, one at a time, or a group of them. If that's highly valuable to your client, it's really amazing. This could even be sold to vendors as well. If you have really good floral videos or a planner wants to use it, I'm most of the time in that situation, I'm going to want to just give those away for free because that's going to be incredible marketing for you in the future. But imagine sending that to a florist, to a planner, to your client, to their parents, and let them have that viewing experience, and then potentially being able to upsell as well in the right circumstances. Even if you don't end up selling these assets, they're going to be downloaded and shared like crazy by your clients, by vendors, by your clients' families, friends, all that stuff. And that's just extra free marketing for you. It might be a pain to edit that stuff on the front end, but then you have assets as well moving forward. You could put them on your stories. You can make Instagram reels. It's kind of this place that's really making you disciplined in doing the things you always want to do for marketing for your business, but now you're doing it for your clients, and that's the intention. You could potentially make money on it, and then you have a portfolio of things you can edit from. Imagine having 9x16 videos of all of your clients, commercial, wedding, freelance, and then you have them all in these galleries, and by the end of the year, you want to make a year-end reel, but you have all of them at your disposal right away. You download all those, you put them into your editing software, and you make a reel that goes as an Instagram reel or TikTok for the entire year. It's pretty incredible to have that all at your fingertips, and amazing for marketing for you on social media. So it's not a total loss if you don't end up selling these, but you're then giving yourself the option to potentially sell things that you wouldn't have otherwise. Hopefully the contract that you have for your filmmaking and doing the actual thing, filming a wedding, doing a commercial, whatever that is paying the bills. This is icing. This is the stuff on top. This can give you the ability to go do the stuff you want to do in your personal life, start a side hustle, invest in yourself, put it into a Roth, like any of these things. It gives you more versatility, and the more you practice diversifying for yourself in your business will give you the power to then step into things that you want to do and help promote you in a more diversified fashion. Again, the topic of it not being fair for photographers, a lot of photographers make money around the holidays with their print sales, or around Mother's Day or Father's Day. There's all these moments throughout the year to try to sell these prints to their clients. And now you have the ability to do that as well with video. You could even come out, around the holidays with a brand new version of an edit and try to sell that to your clients or their families. Or, if you've developed a good relationship with their parents, maybe this is a different edit for them to view for Christmas, and you could try to sell it that way. There's really unlimited opportunity to be creative with how you want to try to sell it. And again, if you're not able to sell that gives you another version of an edit that you could share on your website and build your portfolio to be even more robust. Here's another idea. 9x16 video, vertical in the gallery. You could have a whole free section. Hey, here's 3 downloads that you could use for Instagram, your stories, reels, whatever. And then there's like a dozen more if you'd like to purchase more. You could whet their appetite and let them see what it's like and download it, see the quality. And then they might want to be like, yeah, I do want that. That's a lot of value. And even if they didn't feel like it was a ton of value, if you gave them an incredible experience in shooting for them, whether it be for a wedding or commercial work, they might want to just tip you that way and then have the asset for themselves. They might have already been thinking about, I want to send Eric $500 for shooting that day. He knocked our socks off, especially if they've already seen the film. And then they're like, you know what? Yeah, I would love to have this, and I wanted to give him a tip. Let's do it. This is an insane potential upsell for small commercial work. If you're doing work for the mom and pop shop down the road and they want assets for Instagram, a lot of times this is something that they're already curating into their contract. But if you then over deliver, say you signed up for 10 deliverables, 10 15-second stories, IG reels, whatever it is. You deliver 12, so you add on 2, and then you give them 6 more. You're like, you could purchase these 6 more if you'd like, if they're more value to you. Again, if you knock their socks off, they're gonna be more inclined to buy that little bit extra. And if you retain them as a client, you could keep doing that. It's also incredible on the marketing front in this sense too, because you then have these galleries that are curated with a ton of digital assets, ton of video assets that you could then send to potential clients to be like, look at this viewing experience. This is what you're going to get. I offer a few free ones here, and then you can potentially purchase some other ones as well. One of the coolest features out of all this, if you're someone like me who's a photographer and a filmmaker, you can deliver an entire photo gallery with videos sprinkled in. So if you're shooting a wedding and you have a whole team doing video and photo, during the first look, say, or this wedding that we just shot, during her walking down the aisle for the first time, you can have a whole sequence of him seeing her for the first time, and then the perspective of her walking down the aisle from the back, and the video, all sprinkled in one section. It could be with audio as well. It's just these really cool individual snippets of motion within the stills to really enrich that viewing experience. And a lot of times you're going to want to put these little clips in there for free, again, just for the sake of your client experiencing it that way. If you're interested in signing up, I'm also going to second link below, a blog post by PickTime to showcase more of what's involved in the video gallery and what you can do. If you'd like to try out the advanced plan completely for free, PickTime's offering that to you for 30 days. You can check out the first link in the description, try it out for yourself. And if you do end up signing up, you can use my code all caps Eric Floberg to get 1 bonus month with a paid plan. Now, if you watch this all the way to the end and you're still thinking about maybe using PickTime, maybe not, more than anything, I want you to really evaluate and start thinking what diversification means for you as a creative entrepreneur, as a photographer, as a filmmaker, as an entrepreneur in general, if you're not even one of those things. What will it look like for you in 5 to 10 years, not having all of your eggs in one basket, but how you can diversify your ability to make money so that you have the power to do more things that you'd like to do, have more time for yourself. Just be thinking about that, and don't be afraid to sit down and take the time to write those ideas out and start planning for your future in that way. I hope PickTime can be something that helps you in that journey, and I appreciate you watching all the way to the end of the video. Until next time, I'll see you there.